For most people, money is the most valuable asset they own. And it's easy to think like that. Money buys everything. Money is power. Money rules the world. Without money, you have nothing. But what if I told you that there's something more valuable than money? Something more important to money? Matter of fact, you use this asset to create money. Without this asset, you would have nothing. And that asset is time. I want you to picture this. Imagine you're working in fast food. You work for $10 an hour at McDonald's, flipping burgers, taking customers' orders. You gotta deal with the environment, the greasy ass floors, your coworkers that you don't even like. The manager is a bitch. The customer's always complaining. There's no pickles in their burger. There's too much mayonnaise on the buns. Something is always gonna be wrong with their order. You work 5 days a week, 8 hours at a time. You rack up 40 hours and a direct deposit hits your bank account. You just earned $400 for the week.
Oh my God! Wow! Oh my God!
$400. Does that sound like a good return of investment to you? You work 40 hours a week and you only to make $40. But that's the reality of most young people. Most young people working retail or fast food in their early 20s are making about $10 an hour. And that's how much they're getting paid. Yet people think the more you work, the more time you spend working, the more money you'll make. So it's worth it. I used to think the same way. I used to work 2 full-time jobs and I was making good money, but I had no time for myself and that made me feel so empty. I had nothing going for myself because I would wake up at 4 a.m., walk to work, start my shift at 5, get off at 1, start my second job at 1:30, end my shift at 9, walk back home an hour, go to sleep, and repeat. I'd be lucky if I got 5 hours of sleep. And I was miserable and I hated everything. It wasn't until I quit both those jobs that I realized how valuable my time was. Time rules the world. You can save money all you want. You want to save money for 5 years, go ahead, you can do that. You can save money for as long as you want and spend it later. You can't do that with your time. Your time will always be spent no matter what you're doing. You can't say,
I want to save 5 years of my life and spend it later. I'm not 30 years old. I'm going to be 29.
You can't do that. Time waits for nobody and it's always going to be spent. You can either spend it watching Netflix all day or you can spend it reading, writing, journaling, meditating. Whichever one you pick, you're going to spend time. So choose wisely what you want to do with it. And unlike money, you can make money back. If you lose money, you can make it back. And you have an infinite amount of money you can make. But you have no idea how much time you'll have left. You could die tomorrow and you won't know. Or you might die in like 2 years. It's all the same. You still have a limited amount of time. Our society has come to correlate wealth with money. The nice cars you have, the nice house you have, the fancy clothes you wear. That's associated with wealth. But all wealth really is the luxury to enjoy life. And the only way to do that is with time. The more time you have, the more you can do stuff. There's some food for thought. Let's say you value your time at $100 an hour. Every time you're just breathing, you're not even doing anything, you're earning $100 an hour. Would you watch Netflix for 5 hours a day? You wouldn't, because that's $500 you're missing out on. Would you play video games for 2 hours every day? Because that's $200 every day that you're missing out on. That's taken away from your time. So I want you to think of all the things that's using up time. It's 24 hours in a day. Let's say you sleep for 8 hours. You work for 8 hours. What are you going to do with those remaining 8 hours of your life? Are you going to use it for something valuable that creates more time for you in the future? That will create more wealth for you? Because wealth is not money. Wealth is how much time you have. Wealth is the ability to enjoy life without having to worry about anything. If you like the content I'm putting out, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna keep making more videos like this. My name's Aman. I make videos on self-improvement and all that good shit. And I'll see y'all later.